Welcome back to Aladdin. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment. Let's get straight into it.
I'm going to say this one more time and louder for the men in the back because I am stunned at how many men think having a job absolves you of household responsibilities. You think helping around the house is the equivalent of a second job and therefore...
Here we go guys, another woman who thinks doing housework and cleaning is the same as having a full-time job.
But wait, I thought housework wasn't a job. I thought you said it was easy. And if you think all the things your wife does around the house are easy, then why would you complain for having to participate in them?
I can't take her serious with that beanie hat on. What is she, like a skateboarder or something?
You think going to work entitles you to a hot meal, clean clothes, and a tidy house. But
100% yes. How do you expect someone to be working all day to pay the bills and rent and stuff, and he can't come home to a clean house and at least a decent meal?
somehow your working wife is never entitled to those same luxuries. She goes out and works hard just to come home and work harder. If your wife stays home, then she's lazy and does nothing. But if she goes to work, you still make her job out to be less labor intensive and therefore less valuable.
I would love to see a woman on a building site actually doing some hard labor work. Then let's see if she has the same attitude as she's got now.
You want all the benefits of masculinity without the responsibility. You sell yourself as providers, but then get mad when women expect you to provide. You want to be celebrated for getting up and going to work every day, but your wife never had a choice. You can't call in sick from being a mother.
And the same goes for us being a father. What's your point?
Or take the day off from being a wife. There are no holidays or vacations, and she never gets to clock out. She carries a mental load that you could not possibly quantify. And if you're not willing to assist her with it, then don't judge her performance or what it consists of.
Women just want to make excuses for small tasks that has always been the women's responsibility. Plus, comparing a 10-hour, 12-hour shift is completely different to an hour's worth of work of house cleaning. Stop making excuses and get back in the kitchen.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the next time the person who you're texting is taking forever to respond, this is what you're gonna say. First, you've gotta wait for them to text you, and then you're gonna respond to the text however you normally would. At the end of that text, you're gonna say, by the way, do I scare you a little?
Imagine the guy replies, you don't, but your face does.
And they're probably gonna be like, no, why? And you're gonna say, you tend to disappear in the middle of conversations. I promise I don't bite.
That was so cringy. No wonder he doesn't reply back to you.
You could even make it cheeky, like, unless you like that. What this is gonna do is set the standard in a cute and lighthearted way. At this point, you've set your standard and your boundary. So if they don't text you consistently and frequently, they've gotta go.
This is how attention-seeking girls are. The guy could probably be on a job, making money, doing anything to better himself, but you want all of his attention to be on you.
Because first you've gotta set the standard and boundary, and then you've gotta uphold it. Because on this page, we're only accepting the best. Be sure to follow for more tips.
Or they're taking forever to reply because they don't actually like you. Oh, but that wouldn't cross your mind, would it? Because every man should want you, right? Pathetic. Who wants a strong, independent woman? Guys just want someone they can get along with. So for you, I think it's a hard pass. You're independent, right? You want to be equal as men, right? Go on, do an oil change.
Unpopular opinion, it's actually not that hard to get a guy to chase you. We were just doing it wrong the whole time. The key is not to need him. It is a fact that men want what they can't have. They want what is not easily accessible to them.
That might be true, but it doesn't apply to degenerates.
By giving the impression at the beginning stages that you really need his attention, you are making yourself entirely too accessible and you're giving away all your power.
I think guys would prefer a woman that's just straight up and honest instead of playing these kind of mind games.
Why do you think the guy you don't want is always chasing after you? It's because you don't need him and he knows that. This is exactly why before you talk to any guy, you have to be the center of your own universe.
Girls like her are just pure hard work. No guy actually wants that.
You cannot put any guy on any pedestal because then you're going to be chasing him. You're not going to be letting him chase you because you need him. Think about it. A girl that's focused on herself and her life and treats men as like supplemental as opposed to necessary, that's what guys want.
I bet there's some foolish girls that are sat there thinking this is the best advice they've ever been given.
That's what guys respect and that's what they're into. And the only kind of guy that this won't work on is a narcissist or somebody who is extremely insecure and can't handle a self-confident girl. And if you want proof, ask literally any guy and he'll tell you that I'm right.
This will only work on simps. Real men don't chase and haven't got the time for these kind of mind games.
ain't shit. We don't love the hoes.